They're back today on Good Morning Football.
Did he?
No.
I did.
What
Didn't
are
see
they
that.
back to?
Yeah, like back from what?
Glory days, baby. Bum,
I had like one
You,
glory day.
I was to say, you guys had those?
I had like one glory day.
I thought you were like us, 0 glory days.
You
We had a
guys are
couple
now the
good years.
Jaguars of the AFC South. How does it feel?
Man, I might like
Feels, I mean, we
the
never
Jets of the
really had a
NFL.
good year, so it doesn't feel any different. One
You
day.
had that. You had that good quarter 2 years ago.
That good quarter. That's it. Just one.
No, we did have that one good year, and then, Matt Shaw decided to break his foot or whatever. And then it was, in Yates we trust.
Somehow.
Yeah, that was, it was still fun that year. Yeah, I mean, obviously once Yates went in, nobody actually believed they were making noise. But it was fun to watch.
All right,
It's been
waiting for some
healthy.
people to log on. Our Restream IO is up, so if you guys want to send in some questions or join in on the chat. I think we're just waiting on Justin to come back at this point, right?
I think so.
On your live, it still has the Titan Scout Blake Bedingfield as
I
a
know
special
it
guest.
doesn't let me change it.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
I don't know what's wrong with the settings. It auto goes live to mine,
Mm-hmm.
and it says I'm playing Madden 96. And I don't know why.
Oh, well, yeah. No, it also, it says that too.
Yeah, your title is still off too.
I mean,
Is
I think Madden '96 was probably the last good Madden that came out, right? Oh, dig.
Oh wow.
That's why I put that. Come on now. Actually, Trey, don't you play Madden?
Oh yeah, I just got through playing the game. I
See?
just whooped somebody with the Jags,
I saw
45 to
that.
0.
Let's go. Let's
Yeah,
go.
I don't. Yeah, I only play with the Jaguars. I love playing my teammates because they're like, "Dude, are you really getting the Jags?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm really Coach Coughlin on the sticks."
That's awesome.
Oh no. I guess that's a good thing. He has a Super Bowl, right? That guy, Coach.
Not with the
Coughlin?
Jaguars, though.
With the Jags. Oh no. Oh okay. Never mind. Just kidding.
Nah, but I really think I got my play calling skills from Bobby Petrino.
Whoa.
There you
Hey,
go.
digging deep there.
Wait, do you want to like get into coaching and stuff?
I would like to. Right now, I think football is what I'm most passionate about because I'm always watching it, playing it, doing it. So I would say, yeah, maybe.
All right.
I was really interested in scouting at first, and I developed a really
You know
good
what?
relationship.
Actually, I'm going to put us on the chatting screen now, so give me a second. Hey, guys,
Okay.
if you're watching on live, hello. We have a special guest tonight, Trey Smith, running back from Wyoming, and former Jaguars wide receiver Jimmy Smith's son, here to talk all things draft and what it's like to play in college and what to, prepping that. But, yeah, we'll give everybody a few minutes to start tuning in and asking questions. But, yeah,
Thank you for
what I was
having
going to
me
say
on.
is we had a scout on when was it? 2 weeks ago? He used to be a scout for the Titans.
wow.
Okay.
Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you're
can.
there.
Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, he used to be a scout for the Titans, and it was really cool to get his perspective on everything with that because people forget about scouts,
Right.
Yeah.
like, and those are the guys doing all the research. Those are guys doing all the heavy work and all the heavy lifting, and it was really cool to hear that. And I even said, I'm like, have you ever interviewed a girlfriend? And he's like, yes. I was like, that's crazy because you don't think they're like private investigators, really.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
That's crazy to think that. But
So, I know it's probably out for a second, but I just want to make sure it's like Samantha, right? You're gonna do the introduction, then just do us one by one like that, or what?
Yeah. I got all that.
All right, cool. All
Hold
right,
on, I
bet.
gotta fix this.
Yeah, don't tell him what you put on there.
Well, I don't
I
understand
think
why it auto
I think I
corrected to.
fixed it. Hold on, let me update it. I went in and hit edit post.
Yeah, but does it do that on? Did it do that on Twitter? I guess it put you as Trey Rice for some reason, but I definitely didn't type Rice.
I mean, I didn't want to break the news, but hey, there you go.
I mean, it is what it is. I can reset it. Takes me 2 seconds. Hold on. Restream. That's stupid. Oh, we finally
Yeah,
got some people.
On Facebook, it fixed it, but I don't know, but it probably won't the others.
Ugh, so annoying. Here we go. Update titles. Yeah, I can update it from this streaming thing right here. But as long as it allowed you to do it, it'll fix it all later. Update all. Saving. Now you're Trey Smith. Now everybody knows who you are. I don't know why it did that. Anyway. Well, y'all ready? Who we got commenting? We got BJ, John Haw. Oh, look, our Titans commentator is actually commenting, but not commentating. He's only commenting. And he said, Sam sometimes knows how to host. So thank you, John. I'm glad you know.
John
tuned in.
sometimes knows how to show up.
Oh,
Only
shots
sometimes.
fired.
Only sometimes.
Yeah. Only
Damn.
sometimes.
Oh, I mean, y'all do this every Monday night?
Yes,
Do
sir.
what?
I say y'all do this every Monday night?
Every Monday. Yep.
Yep.
All right. All my writer friends are here for Monday night. All right.
This is the show. This is what we do.
All right. Well, yeah. Hey.
All
Y'all
right,
see me
here-
well.
Here we go. Let's get this ball rolling.
All right.
Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in to the AFC South Fan Battle Podcast. My name is Samantha Wernett, and welcome to the mock draft episode. Tonight, we have a very special guest, a running back who's currently at Wyoming, and he's going to give us his perspective as a player and as a son of a former big-name NFL player. But I'm going to start by mentioning, before I introduce the special guest, I'm going to start by mentioning the Relevant app. I got to meet up with my buddy Tom McManus, and this app it's basically kind of like a social media meets podcast thing, and they have anything. It's not just sports related. It's literally anything. If you like to do underwater basket weaving, that you can start a podcast on it. It's on the app. But the best thing is you can connect with your listeners within this app. It's spelled RELEVNT. You can find more information on it inside of the AFC South podcast page, as well as inside the AFC South Fan Battle group, and then we post about it on Twitter, obviously. Get on there, join our vibe, and get in on the conversations, because we are going to start announcing our guest appearances in there, since it's more of a private setting, and that way you guys can go ahead and post like any questions and then interact during the shows. We especially want to have that up and going and very active during the regular season. So anyway, definitely check that out. And now on to our commentators for this evening. We have with us no Titans, but 2 Texans today. So commentating first for the Texans, we have Dylan Cieslick.
What's going on, guys? Happy to be here.
Also representing the Texans, we have Justin Palmer.
What is good, everybody? Y'all can just call me, your boy JP, y'all. I'd just like to say, y'all, welcome to the show tonight, y'all.
Hey, listen, before I introduce the other ones, when we were doing sound check, this man belted out the most beautiful song. So, you know what? I'm going to call it out here live in front of everybody.
All right.
Wade B does our intro and outro song. But I want you to sing us off this evening. Will you do that for me?
Yes, I will.
Okay,
I will. I got y'all.
appreciate
I got
that.
y'all. I actually think I got the perfect song for the end. I'm gonna surprise y'all.
All right,
y'all.
get your vocal cords ready for the end. We got about 45 minutes.
Me.
Dylan,
Representing
that's for Justin, okay, not for you.
representing the Colts, we have Harish Nukala.
Carson Wentz is a system quarterback, just like Ryan Tannehill. Don't forget it.
Oh Lord. Representing the Jaguars, we have Justin Gonzalez.
What's going on, Duval? Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go to 2-15. What?
Oh, dang, man. Don't do that to him, bro.
Hey, how many times did you beat us last year? Oh, okay. It wasn't 2.
Same amount of times she beat us.
Oh.
The only win we had was home against the
I was
Colts.
there.
You almost
Dylan was-
almost fucked it up
Yeah.
again.
Oh,
Yep.
love it.
Hey, man. At least, yeah. Damn.
Listen, none of you matter. Okay, it's time to introduce our special guest. Our special guest this evening, like I said, he's a running back out of Wyoming. He's also a third-generation football player, and he'll be eligible in the 2022 draft. He's the son of former Jaguars wide receiver Jimmy Smith. We have Mr. Trey Smith. How are you, Trey?
Thank you. I'm good. Duval.
All right.
Didn't have to
God.
Hey.
Didn't have to start with an L. Dang.
Hey, man. Keep it all in the family, baby.
In the first round of the 2022 NFL draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select. I'm calling it now. Anyway, you were telling us, so, you're in college still, and you were telling us that you're still, like, taking classes, doing spring football and all that stuff. But as far as, like, where we're at, like, in this environment leading up to a couple weeks from, before the draft, and I know you were saying that, like, you decided to stay another year and things like that. Did you, like, what are your emotions, like, when you start to think about being drafted next year? And, like, are you doing any special conditioning? And what's, like, your overall feeling about it? Like, are you getting excited, nervous? Like, how's that going?
I've been in college for 7 years, and I've always had the work hard mentality and putting yourself in a better position through going to the gym every day, working on your craft, and I've always had a strong will to work hard and on my own. My dad developed me at a very young age, started lifting weights, and I've always had a great work ethic. And being in college for this long, I've always had dreams of going to the league. And finally, like, now I'm getting seen and I'm doing stuff in front of scouts. It's really exciting for me because I feel like I'm finally, reaching that potential and finally getting closer to my dream. But at the end of the day, I can't think about it all the time. I have to realize I have to keep striving and getting better as a player and as a person and let things work out for itself.
Yeah. And, well, I'm going to give you a little secret because we had a scout on a couple weeks ago. They even talked to the custodians. Okay.
Oh.
So make sure you're nice to everybody. No,
Yes,
he was
ma'am.
telling me they
Yes,
talked.
ma'am.
My mind is blown with those scouts. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they're not, like, sleeping in your basement listening to what you're saying. It's crazy.
Oh,
Okay, maybe a little extreme. Maybe a little extreme.
gosh, you're talking about some haunting shit now.
Yeah,
You never know. You never
Sam,
know.
don't be creepy. This is an R-rated show. but
Hurry should
Jesus
say
You know
Christ.
what I'm saying? I'm just saying it's another part of Insidious if you're doing that, man. Scouts come out as spirits.
I don't know if they'll be in the basement in Laramie, Wyoming when it's
true.
snowing outside.
True.
That's true. It's beautiful up there, though.
Oh yeah, it's very. I love it here. Like when I first landed on my visit, I really didn't know what to expect. I knew nothing would probably be here, but when I first got here, I couldn't breathe at first because of the altitude. So anytime I went up some stairs, I was bending over and all that. So, but when you get past all that and look at the mountains and just how peaceful it is out here, nobody bothers you. Everybody's nice, great hospitality. It's just a wonderful small place to be. And just to be out here in peace, because at Louisville everything was more fast paced.
Have you seen Kanye?
He is the talk of the town. I think he moved out. He was in Cody, Wyoming, and I think
Moved?
he moved out of Wyoming. I want to
He
say
didn't tell me. What the heck?
Kanye don't tell anybody anything these days. He just does it.
Dude,
Complete.
He was like killing my battery there for a minute because he was tweeting every 30 seconds, and now it just goes nowhere. You don't hear from him anymore. But anyways, moving on. I'm a huge fan of your dad's. The Jaguars were selected, to come to Jacksonville when I was 9 years old. So, it's like really cool actually now to have you on here talking to you because, like you were saying with your dad, you grew up conditioning with him. Well, I grew up being conditioned to be a Jaguars fan. I've been going to games with my dad since I was a kid. We've had season tickets and all that. And, basically if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't be here. But, what has your dad told you? Like, what advice has he given you as far as like, does he give you advice on how to make it, or does he just kind of tell you to do your own thing? Like, what advice has he given you?
He's given me so much advice, just from little league football to just life lessons. I learned so much from him just throughout his life. Even the bad things he did, the great things he did. I was able to see that firsthand, see how he handled situations. So just being around him, I was able to pick up a lot of things, and just enjoy being a part of something special. And I'm really, when I think about it all the time, back as a kid, like just getting a chance to see all the celebrities and see my favorite players on different teams. Like I think about the time I asked Marcus Stroud in the parking lot before the game to go ask Chad Johnson to sign my little Disney World autograph book. And he brought it back to me at the end of the game. And I saw it on
That's
NFL
awesome.
films and the commercial.
Bro,
I was
that
like,
is
wait a
crazy.
minute. That's my autograph book from like 12, 13 years ago. My mom has it somewhere. But just those little moments just added up, and just like I'm just so blessed to have that childhood and be a son.
Yeah, that is so cool. I love hearing stuff like that. That's
neat.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, your grandfather, Jimmy Smith Sr., he was a linebacker in the NFL. Your dad was a wide receiver in the NFL, and now you're a running back who will be going. I'm going to call it now. You're going to be going to the NFL. So, do you plan to keep this trend going in the future, and do you plan on covering all the positions in football?
Oh yeah, the dream has always been get to the league. I never really knew what position I was going to play because. I ate a lot growing up, and I couldn't stop because my parents were just feeding me so well. My grandparents, I just couldn't stop eating. So I kind of ate myself out of the wide receiver position. So, but I was still working on agility. So I ended up being a quarterback / running back in high school, now primary running back. So at the end of the day, I just enjoy the sport, and I just enjoy doing what I do.
Which position do you prefer?
Running back for sure. That's what I've been training for. 24/7. It's just I'm watching other running backs. I'm in the meeting room with my position coach, just doing what I can to learn. Even if I want to become a coach, I'm trying to learn that side of it as well, but also just become just a better educated football man. So
very awesome.
Nice. It's awesome, man.
So I have one more question for you, and then a question from the group, and then we'll move on and let them ask you one each, and
cool.
Let you go after that. There's a staple. We talked about this in pre-production. There's a staple in sushi restaurants in Jacksonville. It's called the Jimmy Smith roll. It's smoked salmon, cream cheese, scallions, and crab stick, deep fried. It's so awful. Deep fried, and then with spicy mayo on it. It's literally my top 3 favorites. Like I have to go to the gym for 3 days after. But have you ever had a Jimmy Smith roll?
I have. Back in the day, my dad just forced me to try it when I wasn't a sushi guy. Then I am now. And I remember the taste of it, and it was actually pretty good. So I think that's what started my sushi love.
So that was going to be my next question. What would a Trey rice roll be?
Oh, shrimp, avocado. I might throw maybe a pinch of mango, maybe some sweetness. I don't know. I love Food Network, so I try to spice some up like Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah.
But maybe some add some fruity spices into it. I don't know, and some soy sauce.
Heck yeah, sounds good. Well, one question we have from the group is Trey Smith. How is the atmosphere with the news of Tony Evans Jr.? If there's a question you don't feel comfortable, and you can just say
no, that's fine. No, it's fine. Yeah, it's tragic because he's from my area where I was born in Dallas, and his cousin is on the team. So just seeing him around is just it's just tragic news, and I feel for him and his family. It's just terrible news, and right now we're just pushing through it. Like we're dealing with it as a team, and as of right now, I know Coach Bowl and the offensive coordinator, they're flying down to go to the funeral. So we're just praying for their family. We're keeping them in mind as we go along with spring practice.
Okay. Well, 2 more questions. Are you splitting carries with another running back, and what are your personal and team goals for next season?
Yes, I'm splitting carries with Xavier Valade. He's one of the top running backs in the country. I call him the Mountain West champ because he's the Mountain West champion of running backs for 2 years running. So I'm like his little running man for Mountain West champ. So, my goals for the year is just to contribute to the team and just help the team win, and whatever follows that, I'll be happy with. Whether if I get a shot at the league, I'll be more than happy to go play for anybody who needs me and do whatever they need me to do. If it's not, then I'll probably try to go scout or coach, because my position coaches have really influenced me to want to stay in the game and coach the game and teach the game, and I love the game, so why not? So
keep doing that, Madden. You'll know. You'll have it.
Oh
down.
yeah. Number one.
You think that's funny? You know, Madden.
No,
Madden,
I know.
Madden scouting is no joke.
Dude, when they were talking about doing that one league where like the fans pick the runs and stuff, I'm like, that's actually genius. I love that.
Yeah.
Like where the fans pick the plays. I love it. Anyways, one more and then we'll move on to the guys. Somebody, I'm assuming is a Jaguars fan, asked, have you ever gotten any advice from Fred Taylor?
Oh yeah. Fred Taylor used to stay in our neighborhood, and I used to go over there every now and then and just hang out with him. He's the reason why I played running back. He was a role model to me growing up. The last time I saw him was when I was at Louisville. We went to a bowl game in Orlando. We played LSU. I got a chance to meet up with him at Universal Studios, talk to him. That was the first time I saw him in at least 10, 12 years. So it brought back a lot of memories. I was so happy to see him. He just told me to just keep my head down, keep running the ball the way I have, and it's all going to work out the way it should. So it's nice being able to see former Jaguar players and just being able to talk to them. Now I'm at an age where we can have memories back in the day. So,
yeah, that's awesome. Man, my favorite player, don't tell your dad, but my favorite player was Keenan McCardell, and I've met him one time. I was going up. I do the thing called the Jaguars Champions Club. He comes walking out of these like double doors, and I just see he's got like the most perfect white teeth, right? And I just see him, and I'm like, "Hi," all awkward, and he's like, "Hi." I'm like, "Do you know where the elevators are?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, they're right here." And he walked me to them. I was like, "Okay, bye." And I was like, "What the hell?" That was like that was my favorite football player, and that was my interaction with him. Hey, where are the elevators? That was it.
The same elevators you walked through for 15 years.
You know what, Harish? I'm going to be nice because we have a guest on this evening. So, actually, segue, since you have so much to say, do you have a question for Mr. Trey?
Actually, I do. Hey, Trey, so I kind of did the math, and I think you said you've been playing for 7 years. Has that all been at Wyoming?
No, I started my career at the University of Louisville in 2015. I was in the same class as Lamar Jackson and Jair Alexander. Yep. And I transferred from Louisville in 2018, and I got to Wyoming in 2019. And I played that season, ended up breaking my ankles. Then I got another chance in 2020, and it was a free season because of COVID. And now I'm back for 2021. Bless.
Well, glad you you made a speedy recovery. Good luck for the season. What was it like playing with Lamar Jackson? What is that experience like? And what is the obviously the criticism, quote unquote criticism for Lamar is he can't throw the ball. You know, your experiences with him. What are your thoughts on that?
Lamar, he's the GOAT, to be honest. When he came in, our coaches knew. Actually, everybody in the whole facility knew he was going to be special. And he turned out to be one of the greatest players to come out of Louisville. But at first, I had no idea he was going to be that good. to be honest. But he just took off with it, and it was like a movie. It was like you're watching one of those good time movies, and he's reaching that fame, and like I was living that, and it was just nice to be a part of that. And he brought ESPN College Game Day to Louisville, I think, for the first time. So experiencing that, and I got a chance to meet Muhammad Ali. Like we had all types of celebrities coming to our games.
So awesome.
So it was just such a great atmosphere to be a part of, and I'm blessed to have been a part of it.
Awesome.
See, I would
Thanks.
freeze in that situation. I'd be like, "Do you know where the trash can is?" That'd be me. Oh, hi,
And speaking about
hi, Muhammad.
and speaking about Lamar's passing, oh sorry.
Go ahead. Oh, sorry.
The second question was about his passing. It wasn't too many passes where he had an off day throwing the ball in practice or games. I mean, yeah, scouts are going to be critiquing about how he throws the ball and everything, but he was money most of the time, at least 90% of the time. He was always on his A game. So he's a good one.
Yeah, I think that running quarterbacks get a lot of flack in the NFL, like because there's such a risk for injury, I guess. But
That and they're all one-dimensional. They can only run. They're not really good passers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess in a way, Justin Fields is kind of
Tim Tebow.
Well, Tim Tebow couldn't pass a wiffle ball, so we're not going.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm just saying, like all the soccer moms in Jackson were like, "Oh my God, why didn't we draft Tim Tebow?" I'm like, because he's not.
Because he's sitting in that pool that Justin's sitting in.
He was running a lot of that.
He's sitting in that pool behind Justin right now. I see him right now.
There he is. Right there.
Hey, there he is.
That's just one topic I wish we could erase from Jaguar history. It's just the whole Tebow Jaguars.
You mean like when we played the Broncos the first game of the season and all the moms showed up with their Tim Tebow jerseys with like signs?
Oh.
Yeah.
So wait, you're saying now that Urban's here, Tim isn't signing?
I mean, somebody did an April Fool's joke about it, and people in the Jaguars groups lost their minds. But
Stop.
I guess anything could happen. I mean, after 2020, literally anything could happen. Nothing would surprise me anymore.
Okay, I have to say this, y'all. If they do that, that's worse than the Texans trading Hopkins.
I agree.
No.
That would never. It would never happen. But
you traded DeAndre Hopkins for Twinkies. You're not. Nothing's gonna change.
I mean, no wrong. It's I mean, Texas fans just hope that another horrible trade happens. Just so we can't be laughed at anymore, dude.
Well, we carried that when Ryan Grigson traded a first-round pick for fucking Trent Richardson, but now you guys took that away from us.
Oh yeah,
well, thank you so
we're
much.
taking the course and we're running with it.
I'm gonna sit here and be quiet.
Yeah,
go for it. Sorry, I got excited. Go for it.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
Justin Palmer, do you have a question for Trey Smith?
Yeah, just honestly, I do have a question. Just you're going to be drafted real soon, man, and you obviously have the lineage, the two lists to play in the NFL, man. I just want to know, what do you think is going to be your biggest transition from the college game going to the NFL? And of course, you're going to be facing higher competition. What do you think is going to be that like learning curve that you're going to have to overcome? And granted, that's down the road, kind of a year away from now, but I know that's something that you've probably been thinking about, man. So I just want to know what your thoughts on that is.
Good question.
To be honest, I've been trying to figure that out. I've been watching a lot of NFL film. There are so many differences in the game and the way the offenses are run between college and NFL. Like the offensive linemen are more spaced out in the NFL than they are in college. So it's kind of hard to say right now until I get into an actual NFL camp or whatever, but the first thing I think about is just the speed of the game. I feel like I would need to be able to hit holes and not be able to. I feel like my problem is I'll maybe think too much when I'm running the ball, and maybe this hole is open, maybe this hole is open if I'm not totally sure. But I think maybe the speed of the game. Because that's what I hear the most that the rookies talk about, is that it's just another level of speed. So I'm not taking that for granted. I'm listening to them when they say that. So I'm working on my speed right now. The last time I ran a 40 was a 4.50 in front of the Cardinals and the Raiders. That was about a month ago. So I'm working on that speed. So that's my primary focus.
Listen,
man, yeah, good.
Obviously you're not doing it right, because according to Titans fans, the greatest running back of all time, Derrick Henry, he's working out with a chain around his neck, doing push-ups on a flex band with his feet on a ball. So that's what you need to be doing, clearly.
I saw that. I actually brought that up to my strength coach, and he was like, I don't know about that because
I actually ran into a guy, or it's actually he's related to my husband somehow, some family reunion thing. And he does personal training for people going into the combine, entering the draft. He's like, that was for Instagram. He actually trained.
Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's exactly what he said. And like, he said it was kind of dangerous because you really want to put this man that's worth this much money in danger because he's like all these weights are around, anything could happen. So like, is it really worth it?
He said that chain's only 25 pounds, but I'm like, still, I am like not an athlete. I know that's surprising to you guys, but I'm not an athlete. But
not at all.
I go to Orange Theory and we use those bands, and I've had one snap on me before. Okay, so the whole time I watched that video, I had anxiety. I was like, oh my god.
Right. That's exactly what I was thinking about.
Orange Theory is no joke. That just sucks.
It's fun once you get into it. But anyway, all right. Dylan and then Justin, do you have a question for Trey Smith?
I do. It's actually like a little two-part question. First, what type of running back do you see yourself as? And the second part is, as of now, what NFL scheme do you feel you fit best?
Right. Last season, I felt like I was more of a power back. I felt like I went down too easily in open field. And this year, this spring, feel like I'm transitioning into a more elusive running back.
Okay.
And I feel like the Packers system would fit me best because I love to run routes. I feel like I get my route running pedigree from my dad, and my hands from my dad. And I'm learning now that I have a good feel for the passing game that we're installing now. So I feel like what they did with Aaron Jones is something, even though he's a smaller prospect than me, but I feel like I can get that done in a bigger body frame.
Okay. Awesome.
Justin Gonzalez, the Jaguars fan.
Hey. So, with our group, so someone that doesn't have as much knowledge about the game, and when it comes to schemes like that, who do you see as like an NFL comparison, either past or present, that you resemble them, or you think that you say, hey man, I run the ball like Fred Taylor, or I try to be like this person, who do you see your NFL comparison as?
Definitely Fred Taylor.
Okay.
I feel like the way I run the ball and the way we juke and the way our visions are set up, I feel like it's just like Fred Taylor. I grew up watching him, and I feel like I've adapted to his type of game style.
Nice. Awesome, man. Yeah, that's the only question I got. And looking back through some stats and stuff like that in 2019, your first 3 games, you had 227 yards and 3 touchdowns, unfortunately before the injury. But in 2020, man, I think your 2021 season is going to be awesome, pulling for you. I'm a fan now and looking forward to it. I'll be watching some Wyoming games this year.
Thank you. Really appreciate you. That means a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if nobody else has any other questions, Trey, we thank you. Do you have anything left to add before we wrap?
Yeah, nice little Duval. We taking the NFC South next year. We going to the Super Bowl. Trevor Lawrence, you know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Trey,
Super Bowl 2022 when we draft you.
Oh yeah, a repeat.
Calling it.
Trey, we asked if you had any W's to the stream before you left, not L's.
See, this is what happens. It's the fan battle. There's always somebody that gets jealous of the Duval,
I love this. Thank you guys for having me. I really enjoyed this. This is awesome.
We love.
Oh, sweet.
Hey, have a good night, brother.
We're looking forward to this. Like, I can't wait to watch this all unfold. Like, as fans, hopefully you'll end up in Jacksonville. But wish you the best success anywhere you go. And thank you for all the insight, because it's really cool to kind of hear. Like I said, we always hear what players are doing now. It's cool to hear what happens before. We love to have you back on right before the draft next year, if you're not too busy.
Oh yeah, just let me know. I'll come on anytime. I love this podcast. I'm gonna have to start tuning in.
I appreciate that, man.
Tell before you log off, give them all your Twitter handle, where to find you so they can follow you on Twitter.
Oh yeah, on Twitter it's Treytastic2, TreyTastic2, and my Instagram handle is Treytastic7. Then it's got some underscores, so I don't know where I put them. It's a fairly new one.
Just plug it all together.
Yeah, I just use Twitter for the news, and that's it. I'm not really a big picture guy, so.
Yeah, I feel you on that one. Well, thank you so much for coming on. We really appreciated having you on here. It was really awesome to talk to you. Good luck with everything.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. God bless.
Hey, good
Thanks,
luck.
Trey. Good luck.
Good luck, man.
Good luck, bud.
Thank you.
Wow. I love it.
That was fun.
He's so awesome.
That was cool.
Yeah,
that was a lot of
so
fun.
awesome.
That was awesome.
Well, guys,
Yeah, I mean-
we're going to take a moment for a... Hold on. Let me retry that. I'll have to edit that one out. Hold on. Pause. Well, guys, we're going to take a quick break for a word from our sponsors. Why is that so hard to say? I don't know.
Do you get nervous when you say it from a quick word?
Is that-
from our sponsors?
Anyways, yeah, that was
Vote
really
for
awesome. I
Broncos.
loved hearing from him. That was really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's
Why
cool.
did I keep calling him Trey Rice? I don't know.
I
Actually,
was like,
dude,
I was like, ooh, that's Trey Rice.
I actually have my,
Worst Jaguars fan ever.
my friend's son.
I didn't
is-
even hear that. You called him Trey Rice?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
he
Oh,
did.
yeah. She's like,
I don't.
when she
I
asked
was
about
like,
the sushi.
I when I said the Trey Rice role, he probably didn't catch on because it's whatever. I have my friend's son's name is Trey Rice, and that's why.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Oh, well,
Totally.
I mean, a rice roll, Trey Rice roll. I mean,
Yeah.
it
Trey
makes
Smith
me
rice
some
roll.
kind of sense.
Whatever. Listen, I'm a tired mom. Leave me alone. Okay.
He popped off in that UNLV game last year. He had 154 yards and a touchdown against UNLV
Yeah.
last year. He popped off that game because the
Go.
other
I'm
guy
gonna go
got
check him
hurt.
out.
If you guys are,
Yeah.
if y'all are watching, go on his Twitter and watch the highlight video that's on there that he just posted
Yeah.
recently. It's
Yeah.
it's cool.
I mean,
But
No, I plan
anyways,
on it.
okay. Before we go into this next part of our segment, for those of you that are watching live, what we're going to be doing is doing a mock draft of the first round. I'm going to bring up the team. Correct, Justin?
I'll send you a link real quick.
Justin's going to send me a link real quick. And we're just going to do a mock draft. And if we have a tiebreaker, everybody's just going to name them. And then if we have a tiebreaker, I'll call it. Next week, we'll do each person's team mock draft. And then it's the draft. Ugh, I'm so excited.
And the draft came by quick.
Yo, I was
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
I mean,
so
Justin, I know you're not excited because you had like one pick, but you know, for the rest of us, it's real exciting.
That'd be Justin and Dylan.
Palmer
Well, and me,
and
and
Dylan.
me.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Sorry, guys.
Yeah,
no,
we're
y'all
not,
aren't as excited.
Justin Gonzalez has lots of picks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Picks
Yeah,
on
but
picks on
day
picks on
one
picks.
isn't day one like kind of boring for you because you already know what's gonna happen?
Wait,
Like,
No,
I
we
know
have
it's
two.
I think they have
picks.
two.
I got
Got
two.
picks.
Oh,
got
okay,
two.
you got the second pick.
They got
Oh.
2 picks, and right after that, to the first pick of the second round.
Number
I got
one
I got 2 picks in the
and
second round too,
25.
baby.
Number
With
1 and
picks.
25. Right?
Um,
Isn't it 25?
Yeah.
Yes, 25,
1 and
25.
25.
25.
2-5. Yes.
Then they take they took the Rams pick. That's right.
Yep. That's
General
Sam's favorite
Trey.
player's pick. Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean,
Where
they're
are you
gonna
sending
take
it to me at, Justin?
Sewell with the first overall pick.
Facebook
Okay.
Messenger.
Got it. All right. Welcome back. Now on to the mock draft. This was Justin Gonzalez's idea. So if I mess it up, like I just called Trey Smith, Trey Rice a couple times in the first segment, because I'm notorious for
Yikes.
messing things up. I listen.
You want me
My
to try to
friend's son's
explain?
name.
Do you want me to try to explain it for the viewers so they can conceptually try to
Yes, because
see what we're doing?
Yes, because
Okay.
I cannot conceptually do that.
No, you're fine. So, hey guys, we're going to use the Draft Network, their website, to run a first round mock draft. And how it's going to work is that all 4 of our panelists, JP, Harish, me, and Dylan, are going to obviously pick for our respective teams and discuss why we're picking those. But we're also going to pick for the other teams. And how it's going to work is, for instance, pick number 2 with the Jets. I'm going to say, hey, they pick Zach Wilson. Then Dylan's going to say, hey, Wilson. And then Harish might say Fields, and JP might say Fields. And then if it's a tiebreaker there, Sam's going to come in there and be the tiebreaker. But we're going to blow through those picks so it seems like a real mock draft. So when we get to our picks, we can actually, have some legit mock draft instead of like something silly going like the left tackle from Oregon going first overall, which is what happened earlier today. So that's how it's going to work.
All right. So we'll get this started. In the NFL 2021 draft, for the number 1 overall pick, the Jacksonville Jaguars select. Go ahead, Justin. Gonzalez.
If you have been living under a cutting block lately, okay, you would know that we're picking Trevor Lawrence, okay?
All right.
So, Trevor Lawrence, quarterback, book it.
Anybody else disagree?
No.
Does anybody at this point think that the Jaguars are going to get Justin Fields?
No.
Okay. All right.
No.
Just make sure. All right.
Stupid.
Number 2. We'll start it off with Dylan. We'll do Dylan.
Zach Wilson.
Okay. Number 2, the Jets. Go ahead, Dylan.
Zach Wilson.
Justin Gonzalez.
Zach Wilson.
Justin Palmer.
Zach Wilson.
And Harish Nicola.
Yeah, Zach Wilson.
Wow. You guys are supposed to like argue or something.
Those are the easy ones.
Yeah, I mean, come on, the top
Not
five
a start at
always
3.
predictable.
Maybe we'll start arguing here. We'll see.
All right.
This is where the fun begins.
Number 3,
really?
San Francisco 49ers. Go ahead, Harish.
If they did this for a reason, the smart reason would be Justin Fields.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say Justin Fields.
Justin Palmer.
Man, we have our first disagreement. Devontae Smith.
Whoa.
Disagreement.
Okay.
They don't have a true number 1.
They also don't
Justin
have a
Gonzalez?
quarterback that's reliable.
I'm going to take my Georgia native and Justin Fields.
Dylan.
I've been bouncing around with the 3 quarterbacks, but Justin Fields.
Yeah,
Okay.
that boy.
Yeah.
Although they did run the Trey Lance workout today.
Yeah, he impressed. He was really good today.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be a bad pick, but it's just one of those things where it's like I don't think you went up that far and gave up that much to pick, any of the other quarterbacks. I just don't.
I can agree. I think the
100%.
smart pick to pick is Fields,
especially because they did it after his workout.
Yep.
If I'm not mistaken.
100%.
Well, number 4, Atlanta Falcons. Start with Dylan.
Kyle Pitts.
Love it.
Justin Palmer.
Yeah, this is where I had Justin Fields going. Georgia Nair going to the Georgia team.
Harish.
Oh man, those are going to be all over the place. This is where I have Penei Sewell gone.
Oh. And Justin Gonzalez.
Kyle Pitts.
Okay.
Phenomenal offense if they get Kyle Pitts.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, they love their
was
tight
interesting.
ends. They lost Booker. I mean, it just. Yeah,
It
I
extends
think they
Matt
got him,
Ryan's
man.
career. Yeah,
Yeah,
it extends
they got
Matt
him.
Ryan's
They
career.
gotta. It's either him or a quarterback. So
Yeah.
either you're extending Ryan's career or you're replacing Ryan. It's really that simple.
Yep.
Number
I
5,
like your
Cincinnati Bengals. Starting with Justin Palmer.
This is easy. Jamar Chase. Jamar Chase.
Does
Yeah,
anybody
dude,
disagree with that?
No.
No.
Dylan, do you disagree? No? All right.
Nope.
That was easy.
Yeah.
Number 6, Miami Dolphins. Let's start with Harish.
This is where I had Kyle Pitts going. They need
right.
to get with some help. This is where I had him going.
Am I going too fast for you, Justin?
No. No.
Okay. All right. Justin Gonzalez.
Penei Sewell.
Justin Palmer.
Penei Sewell.
Dylan.
Penei Sewell.
Ooh. All right. Number 7, Detroit Lions. We'll start with Justin Gonzalez.
Jalen Waddle.
Dylan.
Jalen Waddle.
Harish.
Jalen Waddle.
Palmer.
Same. Jalen Waddle.
All
Yeah.
agree. All right.
That's
Number
what
8.
It's just too big of a need.
Yeah.
Number 8, Carolina Panthers. Let's start with Dylan.
Micah Parsons.
JP, Justin Palmer.
Man, the Carolina Panthers? Wow,
This is
bro.
tough.
Oh, man. I got to go Trey Lance here.
Justin Gonzalez.
I'm actually taking a wild card here. I'm going to go Devontae Smith.
I don't know what we're gonna do here because I have Patrick Surtain going here.
Mhm.
Ooh.
Well, Sam's the
man.
Here we
tiebreaker.
go, Sam.
Go, Sam.
Let's go,
Sam.
Sam.
Come on. Come
You
on.
gotta gr-
I said Trey Lance, baby. I mean,
I
just say
I
it.
have no
Makes sense.
DBs.
It's
I
it.
have
It makes
no
sense.
DBs.
Hold on,
They
though.
don't have a quarterback either.
Hold on.
I actually don't have a lot of anything, but
Yeah.
None of these have already gone?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yep.
Done.
Who did you say, Harish?
Patrick Surtain.
Who did you say, Dylan?
Micah Parsons.
I said Trey Lance.
I don't think Devonta would stay late. I think he would go. I think that would be Devonta Smith.
Okay, so we're going Devontae there.
Yeah.
Devonta
That's
Smith.
I don't feel like anybody would let him go past that.
I think Devonta Smith is going to be this year's CD line.
And,
He'll drop a little bit.
And they lost McCaffrey, correct?
Yeah. He's still there.
No.
No, he's good.
Yeah, he was rumored to come here before we messed that up and we didn't trade Deshaun Watson in time. So,
But what
yeah.
I'm saying is he was severely hurt, and we know he's not going to be like he needs a backup. He got severely hurt last year. He may not return being. Yeah.
You're saying he's not
Really?
going
I
to be
thought he was going to
himself.
be ready by training camp.
I mean, ready. I mean, you could be as ready as you want to be. If I, those
She
guys
just means he's not going to be the same.
Yeah, he's gonna be pretty. Didn't he tear like his ACL and his MCL or something?
It was just a sprained MCL.
That was it.
I think so. I could be wrong on that.
No. These guys will like break a whole ass leg and be like, "Oh, it was nothing," and then later be like, "I played through the entire back half of the season with a
Greg Jennings.
broken tibula, whatever." Anyways, number 9, Denver Broncos. Go ahead, Harish.
Trey Lance.
JP,
Trey Lance.
Justin.
Yes.
Agree?
Trey Lance.
Dylan.
Well, since I'm already outvoted, there's always that surprise guy in the top 10. And I actually think the Broncos trade down and get this guy. But for this moment, I'm going to go with Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah.
Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
I like that.
quarterback. I like it.
How much faith do you think they have? I mean, look here, Chase, like their quarterback isn't bad. Like he's shown
Drew
some flashes.
Lock.
He's not bad. He's shown some flashes.
He's shown flashes. I think.
But let's get real. I mean, is he better than the Trey Lance, who has the higher ceiling though?
One's mobile, one's not.
That's what I'm saying, man. One has a rocket
Yeah.
arm and just absolutely killed it at his pro day. I mean, he's just sitting there, dude. Like, I
Yeah.
mean,
I mean, I don't know.
It's like Judy. You have, you
Yeah.
have Cortland Sutton. You have Trey Patrick out there too, man. Like, and they have Noah Fant, man. Like, they have weapons. They say
Oh, for sure.
Yep.
Well,
I don't know. It's gonna be interesting.
the Drew Luck sorry. Go ahead.
We were about to go into number 10, the Cowboys, but before we go on, I had a little update from Ian Rappaport. Can I just tell the story really fast?
Yeah.
Go for it.
He retweeted where I guess Jameis Winston is doing a football camp for the youth. Has anybody seen this?
Who is?
And he quoted, "I went from being the number 1 draft pick to everybody laughing at me, but guess what? I'm about that business. I'm outworking everyone at my position. I know Dak is right here."
Who is? Who said
Jameis
this?
Winston.
Jesus
Said-
Christ.
Oh, we need
Next.
to stop talking.
Fake news. Nobody cares. Next.
Anyways, sorry. Well, I just had to mention it because it's a segue. Anyways, number 10, Dallas Cowboys. Let's start with Dylan.
J.C. Horn.
Justin Gonzalez.
Patrick Surtain.
JP.
Patrick Surtain.
Harish.
Just because he's not available anymore, I put Micah Parsons here because Sean Lee's gone.
That's smart.
That is smart.
All right. Moving on. Number 11. New York Giants. Let's start with JP.
Oh man, New York Giants. Ew, this is a tough one.
John Hodge just said take a kicker.
Take a kicker.
This isn't the Titans pick, Mister. I don't show up. Just show up.
Oh man.
Oof.
Who should I put here? Man, I'm sorry. Honestly, a surprise first rounder, y'all. Rashad Bateman.
Whoa!
A shocker pick. Because honestly, I'm very high on Rashad Bateman. I think I don't know why people are saying second round grade on him. He should be a first rounder.
Yeah, but we're talking about the Giants, though. I mean, it is got Galladay. They still got
They still
got
Shepard.
Slayton. They still have Shepard. They still have Tate, don't they?
They're stacked.
Who do you pick, Dylan?
Rashawn Slater, offensive tackle.
Justin Gonzalez.
I also have Slater to make up for the left tackle from Georgia they took last year.
Harish.
I have a tackle. It's not Rashawn Slater. I actually have Elijah Vera Tucker going here.
All right. Well, number 12, Philadelphia Eagles. Justin Gonzalez.
This one's a tough one for me, but I think that they just need O-line help, and I think the Elijah Vera Tucker, I think he's gonna go there.
Harish.
Because this organization has become such a shit show, you just hope they don't make the same mistake twice, but I think they will. This is where I actually had Devontae Smith going.
Really? Okay.
Oh.
Dylan.
I originally had with the way quarterbacks are going and stuff like that. I originally had Waddle going, but for our mock draft, since we already have Waddle taken, and I know I mentioned him already, J.C. Horn I would put here if the draft fell how our mock draft is going right now.
Okay. And JP?
I would also put J.C. Horn.
Okay.
J.C. Horn.
Number 13. Oh, you got that, Justin?
J.C. Horn, got it.
Okay, I was making sure. Like I said, I don't want to move too fast.
You're
Number
good.
13, Chargers. Start with Justin Gonzalez.
Micah Parsons. They need an edge rusher.
Harish.
J.C. Horn.
Dylan.
They need help on defense. They don't have a secondary.
Asante Samuel Jr.
Oh, you sneaky devil.
Pairing him up with oh wow, that's gonna be dangerous. Yeah.
JP.
I'm shocked that nobody picked this guy for this team. Caleb Fairley.
Ooh.
Caleb Fairley.
Okay.
Not bad as
Really?
well.
Come on, guys.
You think he's a little high though?
Well, I mean, okay, yeah, granted, he sat out a year, but I mean, you see the natural talent, and you can't teach 6'2". I mean, the man has some weight on him for a corner man, like almost 210. Like, I see his
outside guy. Yeah.
It's his back that people are worried about, though. He just had a back surgery. That's why he had to cancel his pro day. Like, literally just had it. And like you said, he's bigger for a corner, so that's a lot of like. I know it ain't that much bigger than corners, but that's more weight to carry around on his already surgically repaired back.
And somebody that's going to probably play the outside as well, right?
Yeah, with this size.
All right, let's move on because we still got a lot of positions to fill here. Number 14, Vikings.
Sorry, who was the last one? I'm sorry.
Oh.
Because I think we had a tiebreaker.
Yeah, I think we had all four different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said I said Caleb Fairley, but
yeah, I said Asante Samuel Jr.
I said J.C. Horn, which he's technically off the board already.
Oh my God, I'm about to just roll a dice.
Fairly it is. Moving on.
Broken back it is. All right, next.
Let's go.
Number 15, number 14, Minnesota Vikings. I was trying to skip ahead. Started off, Harish.
Christian Jerisaw.
JP.
Man, Mac Jones.
Dylan.
Christian Darrisaw.
Justin.
Christian Darrisaw. Moving
There we
on.
go. Darisaw it
Patriots.
is.
All right.
Patriots started off. Dylan.
Mac Jones.
Justin Guns.
Mac Jones.
JP.
Jalen Waddle's off the board, right? No one-
Yes.
Okay, dang. Then I will have to say Rashad Bateman again.
Harish.
This is where we all fucked up, and Bill Belichick's going to stick it to us for the next 20 years. Mac Jones.
All right. Number 16, Arizona Cardinals. Harish started out.
Tevin Jenkins.
JP.
Oh, man. Kevin Jenkins. That's a
Dylan?
good one.
Well, you guys didn't want to take it before, so I'm going to throw it out there again. Asante Samuel Jr.
Justin Gonzalez.
I actually had Jalen Phillips going here, but Tevin Jenkins it is.
All right.
Just wait. Just wait until someone needs a corner again.
Right?
Wait, that was 16, right?
Yeah, 17.
Yes.
The Raiders.
Yep, round 17.
Raiders started off. JP.
Mac Jones.
Dylan.
Elijah Vera Tucker.
Justin.
Sames.
Harish.
Jeremiah Owusu Koromoa.
All right.
All right.
Elijah Vera. Okay.
18, Miami Dolphins again. Dylan.
I guess here is where I'll throw in Owusu.
JP.
Owusu.
Harish.
I had Jalen Waddle, but he's already gone.
I like how you're so like, eh. Justin Gonzalez.
I would say probably Micah Parsons, but Owasu it is.
Yep. All right, number 19, the Washington football team. Are they going to get a name this year?
They were supposed to. I don't know.
Man.
Literally nobody talked about it.
So annoying. All right.
It was like
let's-
their front office was like, oh shit, we actually should probably jump on that.
the Washington football team, number 19, Dylan.
Whoever's in charge of the mock draft, Justin, did we put Micah Parsons down yet?
No, not yet. He's still out there.
Micah Parsons then.
Jesus.
Harish.
Greg Newsome the second.
JP.
Michael Parsons. At least something to
Justin.
go with the world.
Micah Parsons it is.
All right. Number 20, the Chicago Bears. Started off with Justin Gonzalez.
I think it is Greg Newsome. They need a corner.
Harish.
I had Christian Barmore here.
JP.
Christian Barmore.
Dylan.
I had Caleb Farley.
Christian
All right.
Barmore. Let's go
All right,
Colts.
this one, these next two are interdivision, so we have a little bit more room to talk. Number 21, the Indianapolis Colts, and Harish, we're gonna let you start it out for us.
Woo! We're trading down, baby. We don't need any of these players. We're trading down.
All right.
We don't need any.
What? We're gonna
Okay.
mock a
Chris
trade.
Ballard. So Chris Ballard's going to trade out of this pick. He's going to recoup his third-round pick that he got for Carson Wentz and get another second-round pick. The Colts have only made 2 first-round picks in the last 5 years, and that trend will continue. They've made 10 second-round picks.
So you're
So they're
going
gonna get-
your pick
they're
your
trading
pick for
down.
this is not applicable, right? NA.
Correct.
Okay. All right, Dylan.
What do you pay?
Justin
NA.
Gonzalez.
I'm gonna say Greg Newsome.
JP.
I was actually gonna say Greg Newsome at this spot.
Greg Newsome it is.
Somebody from the group just commented Alex Leatherwood.
Wow,
What?
Too early.
Fired. Who said that?
Are you
Too
early.
serious? For
I
the
mean, hold on.
Colts all the time?
Hold
Whoever
on.
Like, do they
Facebook
wa-
user is. That's what
Well,
it
hold
says,
on.
Facebook user.
Oh,
Not
it
in the
was
fir- no.
Facebook
I-
user.
Yeah, but you give him credit because they're trying to fill a need, but it's just too early for him, I think.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
number
Marlon.
number 22, the good old Mayo-Eaton Tennessee Titans. We
Who
don't
don't
have a
show up?
we don't have a Titans commentator on this evening. Oh, it was Josh Senior who said that. Hurry.
Gosh, you're killing me, fam.
Um,
This is classic trade down territory.
Tennessee Titans. Let's start with you, Dylan.
This is where I have Tevin Jenkins going.
JP,
Tevin Jenkins. I'll give him Tevin Jenkins. Yeah.
Harish,
I'm gonna fucking shit my pants when this happens, but I have Elijah Moore going here.
and Justin Gonzalez.
I had Trayvon Morig. I don't know how to say his name. The safety from TCU.
But it's
Really?
Jenkins.
Over Holland, man.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
go quick with these next two. Jets, Harish. Their
Quiddy
second.
Pay.
Huh?
Quiddy Pay. How he lasted this long?
Dylan?
I don't know.
I have Tyson Campbell, cornerback from Georgia.
JP?
I say Quiddy Pay.
Justin Gonzalez.
I'll go with Quiddy Pay.
There's the winner. 24, Steelers, Dylan.
Najee Harris.
Absolutely.
JP?
I agree.
Oh, we all agree. Okay, so
Yeah.
win.
Man, I was gonna say Travis Etienne, y'all.
Oh, my
Actually,
bad. Sorry.
I was gonna say, yeah.
I just
but-
saw
I-
your
yeah,
head
it's-
shaking.
Not Najee Harris. I'm down with that. I'm down with that.
All right, number 25, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Justin Gonzalez started out.
It's never gonna happen in any type of reality, but Jalen Phillips, if he's there, gotta take him. Gotta take him.
I mean, he's still there in our mock draft.
Correct,
Yeah.
he is, but he's gonna go top 15.
A lot
I
of these
think.
guys are not going to end up where we have them.
You never know.
Oh.
All right,
because of the
Dylan.
way things fail.
Hey, it's aggressive.
I had Trevon Morig, TCU safety.
Harish.
This is tough. I actually had Aziz Ojolari.
And JP?
Javon Holland.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So is that a toss-up?
No,
Yep.
it's my pick, damn it. It's
That's
Phillips.
what I was going to say. Tiebreaker. Tiebreaker goes to the Jags commentator.
It's my
Give the
pick.
Jaguar commentator his pick.
Yeah. That's all he's got. Pick on him. All right. Number 26, Cleveland Browns. Harish.
I put Zaven Collins, linebacker from Tulsa.
Hold on. I was reading something on their pick, and it, like, stunned me for a second. My bad. Dylan.
I had Barmore going here, and I don't know who to replace it with, so you can skip me.
Okay. JP.
Man, shit. Man, I'm sorry. One more time, what was the team again? I apologize.
Browns.
Browns.
Browns. Actually, Xavier Collins actually did have here. That's right. Xavier Collins I did have here.
Saving it is.
All right. Baltimore Ravens, 27. Dylan.
Terrace Marshall Jr.
Harish.
Oof, yeah, they need a wide receiver, but I had Kadarius Toney.
JP.
I was gonna say Elijah Moore right here.
Justin
Tony.
Gonzalez.
Tony, all the way.
All right. 28. Saints. Dylan.
I had Jalen Phillips going here, but clearly that's not an option, so let's go with Aziz Ojulari.
Harish.
This is where I had Caleb Farley going.
JP.
This is actually where I had Jalen Phillips going. Actually,
Justin Gonzalez.
I got Aziz.
So that's 2 for Aziz.
Aziz
right
it
there.
is. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
All right. Number 29, Packers. We'll start with you, Justin Gonzalez.
Jalen Mayfield.
Harish.
This is 29.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is tough. Jason Owa.
Dylan.
Is Newsom gone already, right? He is?
Who?
Greg Newsom? You
Yeah,
put
he's
him
gone.
somewhere?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's
gone.
gone.
My boy Asante still up there?
Yeah.
Asante Samuel Jr.
JP.
we still have Elijah Moore out there, right?
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
All right.
Honestly, I mean, they need another wide receiver.
I actually changed my pick to Asante. In all honesty, it makes sense. Asante, it is.
All right.
All right.
3 more. Number 30, Buffalo Bills. Harish.
This is where I had Terrence Marshall going.
JP.
Terrence Marshall.
Dylan.
I can dig it, Terrence Marshall.
Well, Justin, it doesn't matter because you're outbid, but who's your pick?
I would have put ETN there, but
James
what's his
Marshall
name?
it is.
Yep. There we go.
All right, number 31, Kansas City Chiefs. JP, you want to start it out?
Let me see. Gregory Rousseau.
Dylan,
Oof.
Elijah Moore.
Harish,
Jamin Davis.
and Justin.
Jamin Davis.
All right.
There you go.
Listen, y'all, the Buccaneers, you just need to pick Elijah Moore because this man's been jumping back and forth in this entire mock draft. Give him something.
Nah, they don't need him. They're not.
They don't need another wide receiver.
They're stacked
They're
at wide
good.
receiver.
If
Come
they
on,
get Elijah
Godwin.
Moore, we're all screwed.
Man, Antonio Brown is one candy dick throwing slap a white girl.
Hold on.
Whoa.
Hey, they got another kid out there named Tyler Johnson that came out of Minnesota.
Tyler
last year.
Johnson is good.
That man's cold as hell too.
Punch
man.
a security camera.
Yeah.
No, he said no white women 2020. He didn't say no white women 2021.
Fair enough. He hasn't said it yet. It's because he doesn't have a team. So,
I'm about to call him.
no.
Hey.
Hey, bring him on the show.
Actually, I like him playing in the NFL because he's quiet. Oof. Anyways, number 32, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We'll start it off with you, Dylan.
Levi Onwuzurike.
Jeez, man.
Harish.
Travis Etienne.
JP.
Levi Uzuriki.
Fuck.
What's yours, Justin?
Travis Etienne.
Ooh.
Sam.
Oh.
Pick it, Sam.
Sam, you can't even say Onwuzurike, so just go with
Etienne.
Travis is so much easier
Come
than Onwuzurike.
But you don't want to replace your boy Leonard, do you?
Yes, he's
Honestly.
trash. He's ass.
Leonard, I wouldn't say that, man. Leonard is ain't
He's not a
trash.
starter.
Are you new here?
Yes, he is.
Hey, man. Hey, y'all still got Ronald Jones is pretty cold too, man. Come on, man. You gotta give him a chance.
I honestly really liked Leonard Fournette. I cried when they won the Super Bowl.
See,
That's
you don't want to
fine.
replace
That's
him.
fine, but that doesn't mean he's good. Yeah.
Ozuriki, sorry.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't even know how you
Now
say
go
it.
search
I
for him,
want
Justin.
Leonard. I want Leonard fullback to stay Leonard fullback. Okay.
I mean, obviously we adjusted, right? By my actual, for the Colts, we trade down to like 24, like 26, that area. And I think Jalen Phillips will be there then.
So then I'll ask you this real quick, Justin. Gonzalez. The first pick of round 2 is the Jaguars. Who are they picking up then?
I actually hope they go interior offensive lineman, either Wyatt Dave or not Wyatt. Well, Landon Dickerson.
Why do you think? Do we have an awful offensive line we need to replace?
No, I just think that, there's 2 really, really good centers that could replace Linder next year, and he could be a cap cut, so we could have more cap room to sign guys like DJ Chark and
There
other
you
players that are
go.
younger. So
Whatever.
That's how
That's
you're
why.
supposed to think. There
Well,
you
guys,
go. You're
listen.
getting it.
This is the time of year where there's not much to do or talk about, right? We're leading up to the draft. We got the draft in 2 weeks. I'm so excited.
2 weeks. Draft is next week, fam.
Yeah, it's next week.
It's
Well,
next
this
Thursday.
week-
It's basically 9 days away.
Well, we got this
Yep.
whole weekend, and then it will be the Thursday following.
Yeah.
So a week and a half. Pardon me.
10 days.
Anyways, if you do want a chance to win a draft hat, join the Relevant app. Go on there, comment hashtag Relevant Draft 2021 inside of the AFC South Fan Battle Group, and you'll be entered to win a draft hat from your team. Other than that, next week we're going to be doing our team's drafts. Right, Justin?
yes.
Yes, we're going to be doing, so each commentator's teams, who they think they're drafting, and we'll put all of them up. We did this last year, actually. We put all of them up inside of the group and then had everybody, we didn't tell, people that didn't see it or whatever, whose was who, and we had people vote on it. So, and then whoever wins, I'm going to send them $10 gift card to Applebee's.
I remember that.
Where's
That
an
was cool.
Applebee's anymore? We don't even know. There are no.
I literally have one across the
They
street.
all closed down, baby.
Oh wait, okay. So then if it's Harish, I'll send him a $10 gift card to like Crystals or something.
Oh, I love crystals. Don't tempt me with a good time.
Look, I know crystals is like a thing in like Florida, like, but we don't do that around here. We prefer weed.
Yeah, that's the point.
Oh,
I was trying to give you something where it wasn't around you, where you had to like, oh, cool, I got this $10 gift card that I can't use
No,
ever.
no, I don't think you got it. I don't want meth.
Oh, wow, way to be really dark about it.
You said crystals.
Well,
Man.
I think we're ready to go now. The mood's killed.
I think we're
Oh,
ready
Jesus.
to go now.
Yeah, and people don't eat crystals on meth, Harish. They eat like concrete. You eat crystals
Oh,
when
I
you're
think
high.
he was calling the meth
Yeah.
crystal.
Oh,
Oh.
Sam, just
Like
just
you
close
weren't
it out.
talking about the
Really?
restaurant.
Really?
Wow.
Jesus
We went
Christ.
there.
See, this
Went
is what
there.
happened. You know, let me hold on. I'll edit that part out, but let me explain to you guys
Please.
what happened to Harish, okay? He got married a couple weeks ago, and he realized that he's sharing his anniversary for the rest of his life with Trevor Lawrence. So he's just forever salty with everything I say.
No.
now.
So this is what we're gonna do. We're actually having a wedding in front of our fans and family in September, and I'm changing my anniversary to that date.
Too late. You already got married on
Yeah,
the same
and
day
now
as
you're
Trevor
on the
Lawrence.
podcast, and everybody knows.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah, they know I just changed it.
Oh God.
I have to change. I have to forever be tied to the fucking Jags.
I mean, you already are because we pretty much own you guys at home, but. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew 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 pew.
Can
I had to bring
we
this
go
back.
now?
I had to bring this back. I'm sorry.
Can we go now?
Anyways, guys, if you want to find the action, check us all out on Twitter. Harish, give us your Twitter handle.
I'm at the Uncle Gandhi.
Justin Gonzalez.
Bearded Guns with a Z.
JP, are you on Twitter?
Actually, I will set up a Twitter actually tomorrow. Next time y'all will get me on a Twitter. But I do have a YouTube channel though.
Oh, what is it?
Porch
Tell
Talk-
us.
It's Porch Talk Sports, y'all. So if y'all want to subscribe, let me know. Go ahead, subscribe, hit that subscribe button, like, comment, everything. I've been off my game for the last like rebuild my show, but y'all, I'll be back on it. I'll be back on it.
What's
you
it
go.
called again?
It's called Porch Talk Sports. Porch Talk Sports.
And
sit on the
Dylan,
porch
what's
and
your
talk
Twitter
sports.
handle?
C Slick Dylan, CIESLIKDYLAN.
And you can find me on Twitter at Sammy Football with an I, and of course you can find all of us at AFCSFB, which is AFC South Fan Battle. And thank you guys for tuning in with us, and we will see you next week. Now, closing us out, calling to the stage, the incredible voice of Justin Palmer.
Oh, no, I gotta take a quick drink real quick.
Oh, he's gonna.
Oh wow. Okay.
Without further ado, sing us off, Justin.
Here we go, y'all. It's been a long time coming, and I know a change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
You sang that for the Jaguars. I love it.
I said that for the
That
top
was
of the
good.
Texas organization, too. Hopefully, we get a chance at the ownership, man.
Well, thank you guys so much, and we will see you next week. Thank you, Justin, JP, for coming on. We appreciate it.